Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your December 2023 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the last half of December, and this reading is for our lovely twins, the air sign of Gemini. I hope everyone's well. Thanks so much for being here as we continue to move through the remainder of the holiday season and the remainder of this year. Very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody out there. Thanks for being here. Please hit that like button, share and subscribe too, but that like button is really important. Thank you to those of you who do, who reach out for personal readings, who refer and recommend, or who just take the time to watch these videos. Thank you so much. Now, these are general readings, so they may resonate a little differently for everyone. Watch all of your sign videos if you know them for additional insight. And if something really does hit home with you, it really resonates and you'd like to take a deeper look at it, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, personal readings do make lovely, easy gifts to give people, especially during the holiday season. So if you're interested in any of that, please email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also see that email address at contact info by clicking the description of this video. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer quite a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, different types, lengths, styles, budgets. There's something in there for everyone. And I do readings full-time, so I'm pretty diligent about the scheduling of personal readings if that's important to you as well. And particularly popular this time of year are the 6 and 12-month overviews I do, which give you a look ahead in all areas of life for the next 6 or 12 months. And a lot of people like to order those at the end of the year as we're kind of moving into a new year, so something to think about. All right, let's move right into your reading. Gemini, I am using the Tarot of Dreams, clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. Last half of December, last half of the year, Gemini. Ooh. We begin with the Devil, a little obsessive energy, some addictive energy, maybe some unhealthy cycles or patterns here. With you, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus showing up as a queen, but in general reading could be male as well. Next, we have the Ace of Swords, which I actually like seeing next to the Devil because the Ace of Swords is our wake-up call. Swords is governed by the element of air, which governs this. Everything that goes on between our ears, our intellectual landscape, belief systems, our ideologies, our perspectives, because that decides what we believe our reality to be and how we interact with that, right? So the Ace of Swords is a new idea, a new perspective, kind of seeing things in the truth and reality of what they are. Now, the truth of what they are might not be something you necessarily like in the moment, but because you're seeing something honestly, openly, and truthfully for the first time, or in blinding clarity, it can represent being in a space that you also have the opportunity to make choices and take action to create a better reality for yourself, because that's what insight allows us to do. Even if we don't like what we see, we have to see it in order to make changes, right? And that's next to the Devil, and I kind of like that because it's enlightenment, perhaps about something that you've been pouring yourself into. Maybe that has turned out to be not so healthy for you. With that Ace of Swords, yeah, we have the Seven of Coins. So yeah, this is taking a look at everything that you've put into trying to manifest a crop, something of some kind, right? Looking at all the effort you've put into something and what you have now, and asking yourself, is it worth it? Is it justified? It may be that some of you also have a new offer or opportunity coming in, but you're going to have to break ties or break the cycle of whatever that Devil card represents in order to move forward. Yeah, next we have the Fool. A brand new cycle begins. The Fool has the 0 on his card because it's the first major arcana card in the tarot. So a whole cycle of the tarot is from the Fool, the first card, all the way to the World, which is the last card. And all the cards in between that represent a chapter or a set of chapters, you know, in our life that have been particularly significant. Until we get to the end, there's graduation, learning, we're on a different path. We move on, we move up to a whole different landscape. full of different options and opportunities. So a new beginning here. This is also about stepping off the beaten path, getting out of your comfort zone and taking a risk. A brand new life path opens up in front of you with the Five of Cups. So yeah, there is some grief, sorrow, loss, regret in what the broken cups represent, but there's still 2 cups upright and full here, representing things in your life still to be grateful for, and again, opportunities which you might miss out on if you're only focused on what was. We can't look in 2 directions at once, right? From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the last half of December is Six of Swords, healing, leaving the worst behind you and moving into a better place, more peaceful, calm waters. You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but you're moving through that, towards that. I often see a lot of energy, sometimes challenging towards the end of a year, because I feel like Spirit and the universe is trying to get us towards the end of a year to let go of or break cycles of things that are not healthy for us or not good for us anymore, so that we can start the new year off as free from it as possible. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It looks like Gemini, that it's kind of, and while this may be something you probably knew in your intuition, maybe you weren't paying attention to it or you didn't want to pay attention to it, it's kind of taking a look, clarify that overall energy of the Six of Swords, is kind of taking a look at, it's almost like all of a sudden you get this wake-up call and you're looking at this situation. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, and looking at everything that you put into it because you were focused on reaching a certain goal, or you were focused on it going down a certain path, and you just kept doing it and doing it and doing it and telling yourself it would get better and better, or if you just kept plugging at it and plugging at it, and all of a sudden it's kind of like something happens. It might be something different, it might just be more of the same, and you're like, I can't do this anymore. This is not getting me anywhere, and nor has it. I think the challenge here, Six of Swords, often for many of us in this position is in walking away. Sometimes we hesitate in leaving behind things which, aren't all that good for us, because there's always that seductive aspect of it. Because we tell ourselves if we walk away from it, it means that everything that you put into it was a waste, that it was for nothing. But it's not for nothing. No love given is ever wasted. No effort, whether it's even in a job, you did the best you could. None of that is ever wasted. It always comes back to you in one way or another, in one form or another. Maybe not from the source you wanted it to, but moving on, all of that good, anything good and positive that you put out comes back to you in some way, in some other way, from some other job, some other situation, or some other relationship. It always does. It always seeks to balance. So with that Six of Swords, we have the Two of Swords and the Hermit. Yeah, this is waking up. This is assuming the energy of the Hermit, somebody who has learned a lot from their life experience, right? This is about, not wanting to take a look at the truth and reality of something, staying stuck, being stuck at a crossroads. A crossroads is a fork in the road. You're supposed to make a choice to go one way or the other. You need to look at both of those in order to make the right decision, right? But this is somebody who doesn't want to look at something, doesn't want to look at that Ace of Swords, or they've seen that Ace of Swords and they're like, no, I don't want to. So they stay blindfolded and they keep their swords of intellect upright, because if they take those down, then they have to take a look at something and choose a path and assume responsibility for it, right? So yeah, and this is what you're healing from. Again, it feels like you guys have seen the truth of something, and this is what is allowing, right? And that's usually what has to happen if we need to change something. Whatever the unhealthy cycle is that has been so seductive for us, something has to happen to make us go, wow, I see that for what it is, and it is not good for me. And taking the lessons that you can learn from that and moving forward. Clarify the Devil. The Hierophant and the Ten of Cups. Interesting. This is a classic combination for marriage. It may be that some of you have been in a relationship where you've been like hyper focused, maybe for quite some time, on taking this relationship to the next level, moving in together, getting engaged, getting married, and everything has been kind of focused on that. And there may have been a lot of things that you've missed on the way. Is this person even, would they make even the right good partner for you? Maybe it was a goal that you set early on, and as time goes on, all of these things started to reflect that not only is this person not wanting to make that kind of commitment, but perhaps they wouldn't even make that good of a partner if they did. It's some kind of unhealthy cycle around the stability and security in a conventional way of home and family. It might be a family issue itself, like a familial issue or issues within the family. It could be that a conventional path, like a religious path or a certain ideology, has been taken to an unhealthy point of an unhealthy place, and that's caused division within a family system. Queen of Swords. The Hanged Man. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's waiting for something to change in a situation which hasn't been changing, waiting for that offer, waiting for that news, waiting for that to happen, and being kind of stuck in limbo because you're waiting for something that isn't, and probably isn't going to manifest. Ace of Swords, Seven of Coins. Eight of Swords and the Moon. But you're seeing this now. You're seeing that it only just kept you trapped and held hostage to the source of whatever the pain, that waiting, that feeling like you're in permanent limbo. You're seeing that now. You're seeing that all it did was keep you trapped and keep you almost kind of controlled by your own fears and insecurities of an unknown future. And also, you know, if you're never given that stability and security, you're always on edge. And in an unhealthy relationship, maybe you're always trying to please, you're always trying to prove that you're different than maybe their previous relationships. You know, it's very, very unhealthy. And it's the same, I mean, general readings, right? The little details and specifics will vary, but the fundamental energy remains the same. It's almost like the other side has also been trying to keep you in this place where you're wrong or you haven't been doing enough, and it's a very selfish kind of energy. Seven of Coins. Yeah, the Magician and the Ten of Swords. This is coming to the perhaps challenging or painful realization that all the effort you put into something and everything you tried to manifest in something, you know, tried to make it be a certain way, it's just not. It's time to give this up because a new day is dawning, and it very much looks like for many of you that something new is beginning. There's a new opportunity in front of you here with the Fool. Let's take a look at that. I'm feeling quite distinctly a new opportunity coming in for you. Yeah, very quickly here with the Eight of Wands. Could even be travel for some of you, or involved travel. Cupid's arrows could be somebody new. Seven of Pentacles and Strength. Yeah, it's taking a look at what you have invested in and facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities about it, leaving it in the dust for a new opportunity that's coming in. A brand new life cycle is opening up for you, a brand new path. Yeah, there's an offer coming in here. Four of Cups, Four of Wands, the other Happy Home card, and the other Marriage card as well. Interesting. You're going to have to leave something behind in order to move forward on this new path. And try not to get stuck in, well, what was all of that for? All of that effort was wasted. All that time, effort, love, money, whatever it was, you know, wasted. It's not. The universe, God, Spirit, angels, and guides will make sure that it comes back to you. They will make sure that it comes back to you. I'm seeing it pretty clearly here. All right, any final message, guidance, advice for Gemini for the last half of December 2023? This is moving forward on your This is moving forward on a path that really is going to give you what you want. And it's almost like Spirit starts rewarding you right away. I mean, we've got the Six of Pentacles here. This is about giving and receiving. Here, I feel a very giving energy off of that. We have two Knights. The Knight of Cups, which is offers and opportunities driven by love, support, encouragement. I feel for some of you there's a new love offer coming in. The Knight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, very decisively. Some of you, someone is coming towards you in a very assertive, very decisive way. New love and romance is coming in here. For others of you, it's an offer and opportunity, which may not be romantically based, but it's still driven by love, support, and encouragement, and it brings balance and healing, which is already the theme of the last half of December. So absolutely beautiful. It's just about using that kind of wake-up call to learn lessons from, not to make you cynical and bitter, and moving forward and being able to say yes to a new opportunity that's coming in for you. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. Those are your messages for the last half of December. I hope you found them useful and helpful. Again, if this resonated with you and you'd like to take a deeper look, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can see that information by clicking the description of this video. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the very first readings of a brand new year. And again, I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.